Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, I'm playing around with one of the Forge decks that I was messing around with last month, tinkering it up a little bit. Did I make it a lot better? Is this one going to go for the throat even faster? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, recently kicked out of Mensa for being too smart, Dr. Yukon SuckIt. Yes, thank you. Film before live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon SuckIt. Say hi to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing you a deck from the past, RAKDOS Forge. So the story here is that I was thinking, the other night, I'm going to play something I want to play. You know what I want to play? One of my Forge decks. Not the stupid Forge deck that kills artifacts and makes little 1/1s. No, I'm talking Urabrask Forge. The one that puts out forgelings that get bigger every turn. That's the Forge. This is where it's all at, man. Right here. Stop it. And so I was playing with the RAKDOS version, the one that had the black. And I think it's because I saw somebody playing RAKDOS or Urjos Forge with Vraan the Executioner Thane. And so I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip something out. I'm going to put the Executioner Thane in, and I'm going to mess around. And so I started changing out some other cards. And it's still very, very similar to the deck we had in the past. But we have some new cards in here, and I think we're going to have some fun. I can say I've been playing this one, and I liked it quite well. And with that new Executioner thing, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. All right, so let's take a look at the cards that are in the deck, and then we'll go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. So let's see, we've got this guy gets bigger every time that an artifact or a creature goes to the graveyard. On your side. This -4, -4, and proliferate. Proliferate's big with this deck, right? Because it puts another oil counter on this guy, making him bigger. It also puts another oil counter on Urabrask Forge, making that bigger. Grafted Butcher he's a Phyrexian Lord, so all your Phyrexians get +1/+1. And when he comes into play, he gives them all menace. So this is kind of like an evasion bomb that you can play. And if you had a bunch of Phyrexians out, and then they wouldn't be able to block the vast majority of them. Plus, they don't get +1/+1. Unfortunately, it only costs 2, so you put him out early, he gets killed and doesn't do much. But you are able to play him from the graveyard. He's self-recursioning. You just have to be willing to sacrifice an artifact or creature to get him out. The Executioner Thane, anytime one or more other creatures you control die, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2 life. And that includes Urabrask's Forge dying at the end of the turn. So you're guaranteed the gain 2, lose 2 kind of situation, provided you got a Forge out. 3 points of damage to any target, and card draw. This is 3 points of damage to any target. This one makes your opponent sacrifice a creature and lose a life. This one gives 2 oil counters to whatever you want to when it comes into play, which would be the Forge or the Fuseling. And then it bounces back to your hand, so every turn you can keep playing it over and over again. He's got haste and a 3/2. It's fantastic. This guy puts out a dude every turn that gets bigger. It puts another oil counter on itself, and then it puts out X1 with trample and haste, and then at the end of the turn you sacrifice it. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Volt Charge does 3 points of damage to any target, and Proliferate. OLB1 does 1 point of damage anytime a counter is put on anything. Got lots of counters being passed around. If you get this thing out, you'll just be shooting things like crazy. Mycosynth Gardens makes a copy of any artifact you got. You're looking for Urabrask Forge. That's what you want to make a copy of. Because the only thing better than 1 Urabrask Forge is 2, and the only thing better than that is 3. And they're non-legendary, so you can just keep doing it. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Nice collection of lands. You got a couple of spirits with haste if you need to. The ability to bring things back from the graveyard. Maybe the Sprinter or something. I don't know. You'll know when the time is right. Let's put it that way. But there's the opportunity. Otherwise, it's a black land. All right, so what are we doing? We're getting dudes out. We're pumping things up. We're hoping for Urabrask Forge. And we're going for people's throat in a trampoline kind of way. It's fast. It's aggressive. It's awesome. It's RAKDOS Forge. Before we go out and prove his worth, let's say our prayers and talk about what's best in life. Dear Black King Toxrill, who lives within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, playing against smiley face, double cross stuff. Let's just call this guy Bob. Bob. Keep. Where are we looking here? Grafted War Butcher, possibly? Let's do Vraan. Then he can attack with the War Butcher, boosting him up on the next turn. Let's turn off the dragon. Night-night. Boost. No blocking, apparently. Alright, that's going to cost me. Oh, no, no. Alright, we're just going to do it anyway. I wanted to play Urabrask Forge as quickly as possible. You going to protect it? Well, that cost me a lot. Wants that guy back, huh? Alright, let's Urabrask Forge. Run all in. Down to 5. Getting down to 3. Alright, we got 2 cards. These guys, I can pay for them both. Kill off both of those guys next turn. I could just win. Let's just do it. All in. All right, you can gain 3 life, but you're going to lose like 100 more. Still not going to do it, buddy. All right, if you could do that again, maybe you could do it. I haven't done the math here. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Yes! Ah! Suck it, suckerfish! Alright, we're playing against Riddlesway. That sounds very familiar. Keep. Where's my forges at? That's the thing I'm looking for. Alright, come on, Riddlesway. Shut off that bat. Get the car, get the car. It's so disappointing you can't knock these things over entirely. Alright, I don't know if this guy's with us or not. Doesn't look like it. And famous last words, apparently. Alright, go get him, God Butcher. Alright, our existing plans forward involve Exuberant Fuseling going crazy. There's a dog. Oh, okay. Urabrask Forge, that's what it's all about, baby. If he gets rid of it, I'll be sorely disappointed. You're tapped out. You got a dog that's blowing smoke rings. You can chump any of them. Yeah, that's the one you should go for. Alright, the fusing's a little bit bigger. No! I don't know what that's going to do for us here. Let's see. Non-activated abilities. I think we're good. There we are. No problems. And he's dead! Boom, boom! Goes the room. Victory! Our fin against Grimalkin. Keep. Ooh, we got an Urabrask Forge. Actually, this is a fantastic hand. Exactly the cards I was hoping for. I couldn't ask for anything better at this point. Okay, if I was him, I'd just kill the grafted one. Alright, there you go. You're just gonna let it go? Fine. All right, we got, let's just do the red. No, not cancel. We'll do the black. And we'll put out the Magmatic Sprinter. Auto pay. Put it down right there. All attack. That's trample, baby. And we win. Touchdown, Lava Bears. All right, playing against the Inhuman Duality. Keep. Auto pay. Turn off the needle nose. Can't play anything on the next turn. We got these slow lands. All attack. Let's just get the pump started. Pump the jam. Pump it up. Let's go. I want to kill it. I can do invasion. Vraan and Ichor. Alright, I tell you, we can drown Ichor Bright Eyes there. Submit. Let's go after the other one. Gotta gill it off if you can, huh? Yeah, we're going to go recruit. Should I go for speed? Let's go for speed. I say if I sideline myself to the invasion, then I get into a situation where I'm attacking something else and wasting time. And this is more of an aggro deck. All right, no blocking there. Right now we're still honking it like crazy. You'd have to throw out a bunch of guys to be able to win this one. To even be able to survive this next turn. Yeah, we got it. Winner, winner! Victory dinner! Alright, playing against hedchopper. You know, you really should just put an A at the end there for hedchopper. That'd be so much better. Alright, no black. No black. Alright, let's keep it. Alright, we're gonna go with the red. So when I get all three out, I can start playing the Grafted Butcher, so it'll be fine. It'll be a little slow, and I hope I can actually draw black on the next turn. Yeah, it is, but it's slow. All in. All right, there's two. Let's shoot it. No blocks there. All right, so I could put out 4s. That can help me a little bit. All right, I'll tell you what, we're going to pop this dude. Quit the growth from happening. I'll be able to put those onto the root wire amalgam. Just a single. I can say it looks like a fight. Nice. All right, we're gonna go crazy. I really don't care about losing it at this point. That's your best choice. Going after the lords there. Down to 2. You don't know what's coming up, my man. You don't know it. Don't be gaining life, though. I don't appreciate that. All I got to do is just trample over. Don't be looking at it. No, it's quit waving at me. That's not nice here. I'll poke you in the belly. All right, let's see. Here we go. 2. Put this guy out. He can suck up some of the death. All right, let's all go in. Mount. Oh, did you do that right? No math. No math. And the longer you make me wait, the more I'll do math here. You start blocking the people without trample. You got 2 points, man. Yeah, you don't got it. You don't got it. You gonna start gaining life by protecting your guys? There you go. Death! Victory! All right, up against Moonshank. Keep. Actually, this is a really good hand. All right, here we go. Fuseling. Shut up the dragon before things get started. All right, 2's going to get... Oh, I thought I was going for Vraan, but we're going this way instead. All attack. Get our Phyrexian Lord out. All right, number 3 gets us into a forge. All in. Down to 12. Now we can start playing some control. Going for some creature kill. All in. Down to 7. And pumped. Down to 5. And we win. In your face, Moonshank. In your face. Alright, playing against Sultai 58. Named yourself after a color combination. Not fan. But it's sort of usable. We'll see what the guy comes up with. Is that what a haunted ridge sounds like? Alright, let's butcher it up. I got a lot of creature removal. Thing is, green tends to put out stuff that's beyond 3 and 4. That's going to be a problem. And we'll put out both. Boy, this guy's just going for the lands. Down to 8. I could Cathartic Pyre. I could do it on his turn. I just get the impression he's going to put... There we go. Like, he gives me a target. You got 4 more there. You gonna protect it? Well, you're going for a fight. Well, I'll shoot you in the face then, is what I'll do. All right, here's the face shot. And he's dead. -2 to 20. Victory. All right, so here we are with Rakdos Forge. And, man, this deck is so fun. It's the Forge decks that I just really, really like. This time, you know, we played this one about a month ago. And I swapped out some cards because I had been playing against some people who were playing Urabrask Forge with Vraan, the Executioner Thane. So from there, I swapped out some other stuff, and this is what we ended up with. And it was a good deck. It was still a good deck. It was really excellent. So let's just see. What was the MVP? I mean, the most valuable player is always Urabrask Forge. It is totally the one to go for. The one that, you know, as soon as you get one out, all you really want out is two. If you need to, you can use Mycosynth Gardens to make another copy so you can have three. It's just that's what you're looking to do, is make as many as you can. And then you use Magmatic Sprinter to puff them up. The thing I liked about this deck is that when you couldn't get to the Forge, that Magmatic Sprinter worked with Exuberant Fuseling very well. The Grafted Butcher helped out quite a bit. But yeah, the creatures by themselves could all do well without Urabrask Forge. It just wasn't as good as when you had Urabrask Forge. Invasion of Azgol. I'll tell you what the biggest problem with this card is that it distracts me. But provided you can afford the extra time to do it, having a guy who gets +1 counters every time a permanent is put into a graveyard, I think he works well with Urabrask Forge. I just don't think I was able to check that out very well. Usually he doesn't stick around too long, or the game's over pretty quickly. So it was just a guess on my part. But I wanted to have something that worked with all UB1. It would be, you know, be able to do 4 points of damage when you put that invasion out there because of the counters. And so invasion and then the forcing a sacrifice, all of that was really good. Incredibly cheap. It worked out really well. All right, so was this deck competitive? And I think the deck is totally competitive. I ended up getting a 64% win rate out of the deal. You know, sometimes it seems like the dealer, the shuffler is out to get you and to provide nothing but lands. Man, there is only, I think it's 25 lands in here. Okay. Maybe we could choke them back a little bit. I just know we originally settled on 25 lands because 24 wasn't enough. But sometimes that 25 lands is too much and you get nothing but lands. And that's just stupid. And it happens sometimes. What can you do? But most of the time, this deck comes off. It does a good job. You always are able to get that Fuseling out for some reason. But between that and the control, it's working really good. You know, the one card I want to talk about here is Lightning Strike. I ended up putting it in there just because I was playing this. I was testing a little bit. I kind of felt like I needed some more creature removal. And I could have gone for black, but I know what it was. I wanted to use it to shoot the invasion. And, you know, you could do it with Cathartic Pyre, but it's like I just felt like, yeah, maybe I wanted a couple more. It doesn't help out. It doesn't have a lot of synergy around the rest of the place. But you know what? It did work really well. See, now I'm looking at it. It's like, why wouldn't I just bump up Volt Charge by 2? Sure, it's an extra mana, but the proliferate is really going to help out. All right, yeah, maybe that's what you should do. I love Lightning Strike, so I kind of fell back to it. But maybe it would have been better just to bump up Volt Charge by 2 and leave Lightning Strike out of the deal. They're practically the same card. It's 3 points of damage to any target. It just one does proliferate, which your deck sorely needs is that extra proliferation. So yeah, that should be 4. This should be 2. All right. Was this deck fun? Totally. Totes fun. This is exactly the kind of thing I love to do. It was totally fun. I like the fact that it had the Drown in Ichor and Proliferate as a little bit of creature control. We had this thing allowed you to draw cards. I mean, there was so much good stuff going on while you're working your way towards the Urabrask Forge, trying to get to it. But then the deck still performed and had lots of good time. You were able to get them way brought down. I thought that the execution of Thane, it was good. The only thing I didn't like it better is that it was legendary. So I didn't put more than 2 in. Some people put 3 in. I just hate having, as I call them, lazy turds sitting in my hand because I already got one out. And what am I going to do? And sure, they lose 2, you gain 2. It's fine. But it only happens once per turn. I didn't want to invest too much into them. You know, the real card I kind of felt this deck really needed was the backup face kicker lady. And she only costs like 2 or 3, but she allows you to fling the guy when it's all done. And I would love to be able to fling my guys. Like, especially the Exuberant Fuseling when they get all super pumped. Or like you let the problem is that this doesn't come out till at the beginning of combat. So you can't use it on that guy is the problem. But yeah, the face kicker backup chick, man, she is really good. And I think she might be great in here. I think we did use it in the all red version of it. I don't know. I'd have to go back and take a look at it. Maybe it's time to go back to an all red version of the Forge. Play that maybe tomorrow or something. We'll see. Anyways, totes fun. Totes fun. Was this deck interesting? It's not a real Brainiac deck. It's not. And it's strong in the theming, though. It's big time Phyrexian, which is fun. But you do get to make decisions about when you play things out. There's a lot of that's things that gave me a lot of opportunities. Look at how many 2s there are. Lots of things to do. And you got choices to make. So yeah, there is some braininess to it. I tend to focus on the aggressive, straight to the throat kind of way. But with invasions kind of going on, you're getting a little bit of creature control. Maybe you want to go after some planeswalkers. The deck can do it. Just depends on what kind of player you are. So there's opportunity to do different things. It is an interesting deck, in my opinion. All right, so let's add that up. This deck is competitive. It is fun, and it is interesting. I got to say, I think this is hardcore an A+ deck. I super love it. And so as I am required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice, I would highly recommend you pick one up should you have the means. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.